aka Clarence Hampton III. Essential coaches and pros, the X's and O's. This is the best what we do, what we know. So let's go. Moving on. Yes, sir. We on a Stanford. Very young team for Troy Taylor. Very young, and that's pretty much that sums up a lot of what's going on with Stanford this year. The young team coming back. They got a lot of sophomores and juniors. Guys are sophomores last year. Little inexperience going on there, and they got some transfers in. C.J. Williams at receiver, Caden Hyde receiver, also David Pantelis at receiver. And I'll get to talking about some of these guys. Losing Alec Annemeyer, I don't know if he's seen something and he said, "Okay, it's time to move on. It's time to bounce." I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it's time to bounce up out of here. But they got a John Anthony Hall, true freshman, coming in, supposed to be like that 6'1", 175 pounds. Be on the lookout for him as a true freshman at some point to make his stamp out there. C.J. Williams coming in from Wisconsin, 16 receptions, 248 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's coming over there. Caden High also transferred in from South Carolina State, 5'10", 160 pounds. You got David Pantelis, like I said, he transferred in from Yale, 5'11", 200 pounds. These guys are supposed to be getting it. They got a Nikki Prongos, offensive lineman from UCLA, should be a tackle, 6'7", 310 pounds. By the way, taking over at quarterback for them this year is Elijah Brown. He's been there. He's been around. Bear Backmeyer is a true freshman coming in for Stanford, 6'2", 225 pounds. They definitely got some holes to fill, and I see what they're doing. They didn't really lose too much on the defensively. They didn't really lose much defensively. Got a lot of guys that's been on the team and around besides a cornerback they brought in, Jordan Washington from Dartmouth College, 6 foot, 190 pounds. So we'll see what happens and what he's able to do. Julian Neal, cornerback, came in from Fresno State, 6'2", 200 pounds, 22 solo tackles. He had 2 interceptions and 6 pass defended. We'll see what happens. We'll see what Troy Taylor is putting together. First year in the ACC didn't really look too good. They were 3-9 overall. They played a lot of their opponents tough. They played a lot of their opponents tough on the field. They just did, and to be honest. And there was 2-6 in the conference last year. And they're just a young team. So this is one of them teams that I'm looking to develop later on, kind of how Pittsburgh is. Kind of with the situation that Pittsburgh in. But Pittsburgh has a little bit more. Pat Narduzzi has guys that's a little bit older and a little bit more experienced, or some inexperience going on with Stanford this year. Will it show up on the field or not? We don't know, right? But they start off their season at August 23rd on a Saturday. I don't know if that's going to be. I don't know. It might be an actual game, but that's versus Hawaii at Hawaii. August 30th. They will have a bye week. And then September 6th to start off September. They're at BYU. Tough game for them. Very tough game. September 13th, Boston College at home. September 20th at Virginia Cavaliers. September 27th, they will be playing San Jose State at home. October 4th, they have a bye week. October 11th, they're at SMU. October 18th, Florida State at home. October 25th, at Miami. November 1st, Pittsburgh at home. November 8th, at North Carolina. November 15th, bye week. November 22nd, California at home. And November 29th, they'll be hosting again at home Notre Dame. They don't have any cupcakes at all, at all, at all. And Stanford's schedule is hard compared to have a 3-9 season and be a 2-6 in a conference. They have a very tough schedule. Hawaii is not a cupcake because they're in a conference that can be ranked and talked about as being well, obviously hosted one of a team that had a bye week in the college football playoff. They were in the Mountain West, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, Hawaii's in the Mountain West. Let's talk about it. Like, you know what I mean? Stanford got a very hard schedule. Stanford has the hardest schedule that we've seen so far in the ACC. Then they're at BYU. They play San Jose State at home. San Jose, I think, will be moving on to the Pac-12, but they're another Mountain West team. There's no cupcakes on their schedule. There's none. Not one. Big respect to Stanford for their schedule. Very hard schedule. What do y'all think Stanford to finish off with being? It's a very hard schedule coming off of the year that they just had. Troy Taylor, but they played a lot of their opponents tough. They really did. This is a scrappy young team that we're going to see with Stanford, man. I respect their schedule. I do. I respect it. Big respect to Stanford, man. Big respect. Big respect. What do y'all think Stanford is going to look like this year? Y'all let me know down in the comments. Let y'all, you know what I mean? Let me know what y'all think about their schedule and how many games you think they'll win this year. Moving on to the